There is Marlo Delgado,
Your officials,
32-year-old from Ecuador, preparing
Iraq,
for his second bout of Dubai
Kingdom of Saudi
2025.
Arabia, and
Hugely experienced
Croatia.
figure, undefeated professional as well. In round of 32, he beat Birol Aygun of IBA Turkey with non-stop movement, pecking and poking his way to victory. And there is his opponent, Guillaume Fabrice YEBI. Had a bye in the round of 32. And so 6 days in, he too one contest away from a guaranteed 10,000 US dollars. Stakes are high for both of the boxers. What a stage in which to make a World Championship debut for YEBI. So Marlo Delgado, a two-time Olympian, having competed in the games of London and Rio, got experience in World Series boxing as well. He's won the first 7 fights of his professional career, but his return to the 3-round form of boxing hasn't fought as a pro since September of 2022. 7 fights, 7 wins, 5 of them by way of knockout for a 71% clip, but it was sticking and moving that he showcased in his round of 32 win over Birol Aygun of IBA Turkey.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. 86-kilogram quarterfinal action between boxers from Ecuador and Cameroon. Taller figure, wearing red, is Marlo Delgado, but setting about him immediately is the man wearing blue, Guillaume Fabrice YEBI. And YEBI, in his opening bout of Dubai 2025, not wasting any time in seeking to establish a rhythm and push his man back. Good left hook to the body attempted by YEBI. And he just appeared to have a little bit of a problem with his footing, did Delgado, when he was operating in Ring B here a few days ago. Not quite sure whether it was traction on his shoes or a balance thing, but just appeared a little unsteady on his feet at times. And again, not during the course of the action, just as he was having trouble holding his feet up there in the boxing ring. There's left hooks exchanged between the two. Hard right hook slung into the body by YEBI. Neither man wasting any time going in search of their offense here. Good to see the referee letting the boxers work away because they weren't holding, they were looking for room for their punches. And you can see the art of in-boxing being demonstrated by both of these men as they grapple and try and move the arms and make a space for their shots at close range. Just as evidenced there, beautiful work to both body and head from Delgado. Tall, rangy cruiserweight. Wouldn't necessarily think that he's ideally built for that type of work on the inside, but the shots that he put together there, and I suggested previously that they weren't holding, they were working, but there YEBI was indeed holding. Oh, on the resumption is a cracking right cross which came behind a left jab from Delgado. And YEBI looking for uppercuts underneath. There is one of them. Holding and hitting from YEBI. Delgado keeping the punches going, and this is being contested at a really high clip. Spinning out of the corner smartly is YEBI, but he runs into a ramrod left jab. Terrific shot from Delgado as he was marching out of the corner, and then a right cross is a real chin checker. YEBI had been hit flush by a couple of stiff punches in the final 30 seconds of this opening round. And Delgado continuing to seek to keep the punches flowing. Terrific opening round of boxing. My goodness, remember these guys are 86-kilogram cruiserweights. And the punch output was incredibly high over the course of the first round. Well, I happen to think that this man has done enough to take the first round. Some real quality at both short, mid and long range. YEBI was in the round. He landed some solid shots of his own, as illustrated by that wonderful left jab. But look at some of the shots produced by Delgado. There was the left jab, and a few moments later helped himself to a wonderful right cross. There it is. Wonderful shot selection. And accuracy produced by Delgado, and I think he's done enough to take the round. So it's a clean sweep of the cards for Marlo Delgado. 10-9 scores from all 5 of the judges. Keenly sprinting back to center ring is Marlo Delgado, but he's run onto a right cross there. Uppercut underneath from YEBI. But Delgado, my goodness. Movement in the pocket to try and evade the incoming fire and just setting about YEBI once again. YEBI trying to go with him during the course of these exchanges. But the quality being produced by Delgado is notable indeed. Here's the right uppercut of the sneaky variety once again, because there's no holding going on here. As I say that, YEBI is trying to fashion a little bit of a clinch. He got through with a good right uppercut, but Delgado is desperate to work on the inside, and the referee giving them the opportunity to do so. YEBI turns the table to put Delgado on the ropes, looking to jab his way off the strands. Is the man from Ecuador. It is YEBI. Well, both boxers spoken to about stepping back. Delgado in behind, high-held gloves once again. There's a right hand to the temple. Twice in quick succession from YEBI. Counter right hand from Delgado off the ropes. Terrific contest, this one. Just a little bit of a gentleman's agreement because they are leaning on without throwing any punches. Well, I think Delgado, frustrated that he was yanked down to the canvas rather than taking a knee voluntarily. Good jab to the body from YEBI. Right hand over the top from Delgado. Well, the clinch count increasing a little bit here. Deep into the second round. Counter right hand attempted by Delgado. He did get through the left hook to the body. But the pace at which he's pursuing YEBI, again, we have to remind ourselves that these are among the biggest boxers in IBA boxing. Only 2 weight divisions heavier. As Delgado going in search of the double left hand. So each boxer looking to show the ref that they're not holding, the referee allowing them to get on with it and try and work away. In the earlier stages of the contest, both men were keen to free their hands and get busy at close range. But perhaps unsurprisingly, as fatigue becomes an increasing factor, more clinches interrupting the action now. So a little less tidy in that second round. Again, afforded a fantastic pace between these cruiserweight boxers. Now, there's a wonderful response from YEBI. But has he done enough to take the round? Certainly picked up his punch output in the course of the second. Swept in the first round across the board. And in a pace, at a pace that is incredibly hot. Saw both men just leaning on occasion to give themselves a breather. It's a very competitive round, this one. I'm not sure which way it's going to go.
Out.
And it's a 3-2 split in favor of YEBI. Could easily have gone the other way, but the fact that it's gone to YEBI means that it is all square. 19 points apiece for judges 2, 4, and 5. which means that it has come down to the final 3 minutes. Oh, what a start from Delgado, jabbing on an upward trajectory and a right cross. He's no doubt been informed of the context of the contest, courtesy of IBA live scoring, and that jab is shooting out in rapid fire fashion. YEBI comes back with a straight left of his own, and then he brings a right cross into play before employing a takedown move for the second time in the contest. But this one being fought at a really high pace, and both men having success when they were working from distance. Each man reluctant to heed the command of break and step back. Uppercut underneath from YEBI's not too far away. Delgado goes in search of a jab cross combination. Oh, beautiful counter right hand lead from YEBI. Delgado was thinking about an attack, and as he was advancing, right cross came over in a flash from YEBI. Well, again, I'm surprised that particularly Delgado, who was so effective for my money at boxing on the inside in the first round. There's a wonderful scoring jab once again. But now when the boxers are coming together, neither man is working. And of course, they've expended an awful lot of energy beyond the halfway stage of round number 3. And so maybe it's not too surprising that the work rate has subsided a little bit compared to the jackrabbit pace they set in the opening round. Delgado inviting pressure over near the ropes, standing with his head bracketed by his hands. Both men just a little inaccurate during their attempt to trade off there. So YEBI looking for a home for that right hand as he circles his man counterclockwise, continuing that dizzying motion. 30 seconds remaining. Can either boxer produce a moment of quality? Because Delgado initiating clinches now. When he lets his hands go, they still come out in at quite a speed. Left uppercut not too far away. YEBI backing off. He going in search of a backhand. Forward foray from Delgado. Interrupted by another maul on the inside. Well, there's the bell to conclude what was a very competitive and high-paced encounter. Marlo Delgado and this man, Guillaume YEBI, setting about one another right from the opening bell. Now, which way is the final round going to be scored? I happen to think that the jab that was demonstrated by Delgado in portions of that final round will tilt the balance in his favor. But YEBI was certainly in the round. I'm just not convinced he's done enough to win the round and nearby the contest. Remember, he had tied things up after edging the second round 3-2. He had tied things up for 3 of the 5 scoring judges. But which way is this one going to go? I think it happens to be the man in red. And he's certainly anticipating victory here as he seeks a run through to the quarterfinals.
Ladies and gentlemen, on ring B, your winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner, representing Ecuador, Marlo Javier Delgado Suarez.
So it's a unanimous point decision victory for Marlo Delgado. The two-time Olympian goes through to the quarterfinal stage. He's at least $10,000 richer, and he makes it 2 wins out of 2 over Guillaume Fabrice YEBI. Case of one and done after a 6-day wait for the man from Cameroon, but he played his part in what was a really entertaining and competitive affair, and the first round was fought at an absolutely blistering pace for 86 kilogram cruiserweights. But it's the man in red who goes through. He will face off against the number